And welcome to another Weatherman video game production. I hope you enjoy.
Hello, everybody. This is your Weatherman here with another episode of Animation Throwdown. This time I am with Mega LOL Mart, and we're going up against the Ninja Dolphin squad. I'm going to hit their American Dad Island. I've got a deck of mainly PC cards of American Dad that I'm going to go up and go ahead and attack with. First up here is Old Man. He's going to start off with a Pot Brownie Klaus, which has the Cripple All and the Hijack. Let's see. A lot of my cards. I mean, obviously, I do have the Pot Brownie Klaus, but that natural Pot Brownie Klaus combo is really going to slow things down here. I'm going to keep throwing down some game night Jeffs because he's got the jab and can maybe make it through the brick wall there of Pot Brownie Klaus, assuming they have any attack left at all. Got my bodybuilder Stan out there, Wild Woman Jeff, and they just keep throwing pot brownie Klauses out. So at this point, it's a matter of, can I just get out ahead of them to get some attacks in? And looks like I'm about a step ahead of them. They didn't run a full PC deck, so I'm getting one card ahead of them. But it doesn't seem to be making much of a difference. They just have too many Pot Brownie Klauses out, so I'm not really getting any attacks in here. Let's see if I can build out here. The Wild Woman Jeff at least does have the Motivate, so I'm hoping that gives my bodybuilder Stan some attack. But as you can see right now, neither of us are making any progress. I've got 5 cards left, 4 cards left, still at 96, 97. I've got a couple of cards out there in the lead. I've got 3 cards out there in the lead, and he's finally starting to take some damage, but I don't have many cards left, so this is really going to come down to the wire here. Let's see. Yeah, he took a little bit more damage, but I don't know if this is going to be enough. And yeah, I've got him down to 60 health, but I'm running out of cards. I've only got 2 cards left. I can throw down my Pot Brownie Klaus. He's got 48 health, and I ran out of cards, so the first match is a defeat, which is really frustrating. I hate losing just because we ran out of cards. I think if it had played out, I still would have gotten the win there. I was starting to chip away at his health, but yeah, it is what it is. We'll see if we can get some advantages here on the next few matches. Let's see. Right now I'm going up against Axe Tina. I've at least got Game Night Jeff out and some Wild Woman Jeffs to back him up. They didn't run a full PC deck, so they've got a couple of Rogers out there that are pretty vulnerable. They do have the Bodybuilder Stan, but I'm building out with Wild Woman Jeff, and was able to get the victory there. So 1-1 so far. So we'll hopefully this trend will continue. Let's see. Next up is Forseti, I guess. They're running a mythic stand. I'm going to go with a bodybuilder stand. They went with the AI went with an item card instead, so that's going to help. The country club stand, that's problematic because he's pretty strong with a natural combo. My best bet right now is to try to get ahead of him because he is vulnerable with that one item card just sitting out there without a combo. So now I've just got to decide what I want to play here. I guess I'm going to go bodybuilder stand to try to motivate based on the Wild Woman Jeff. Surround that bodybuilder stand with motivates. And there you go. I was able to get the victory. So going 2-1 so far. Let's see if we can keep the ball rolling here. Up next, let's see, we've got Auric 5000. He's starting out with a Klaus. That could mean a Pop Brownie Klaus. Combo deck is coming my way. In order to combat that, I'm going to just go ahead with Bodybuilder Stan. Try to alternate bodybuilder stands with Wild Woman Jeffs to try to get the motivate string going. So if I can get the Wild Woman Jeff next to the bodybuilder stand, that can start to build some momentum. And you can see I knocked out their second card there, so that's going to let me get ahead a little bit. They've got Pop Brownie Klaus going, but I think I've got enough cards. I've gotten pretty far out ahead of them there. Already down to 37 hit points. I'm 4 cards out. I think with another Wild Woman Jeff, this should put an end to it. Oh, 2 hit points. Come on. One more Wild Woman Jeff, and I just need the motivates. Any attack will do, and that did it. So you can see some of the strategy here from the Ninja Dolphin squad is to run, at least on American Dad, run a lot of Pop Brownie Klaus just to try to slow the game down. This is against Axe Tina. I'm going to go with Game Night Jeff because he's got the jab. The AI went with a character and then an item. My Game Night Jeff, I don't know if it's going to hold up against the Max Jets there, and it didn't. So I've got Wild Woman Jeff. I've got to find something to slow down that Max Jets, and I think I'm just going to put down the Pop Brownie Klaus. I was able to take out their second card there and their third card, so now I still really have to protect against that Max Jets. And finally, just my Wild Woman Jeffs were able to get their motivate strings long enough to take the win there. So doing pretty good so far. After a lousy start, let's see, we've got G-Forge 25. Bodybuilder Stan going up against Pop Brownie Klaus. Gonna just throw some Wild Woman Jeffs out there to see if I can get a motivate string going. They keep throwing out these PC Pop Brownie Klauses, so I'm gonna at least match that because I don't want to just keep feeding Pop Brownie Klaus motivates. So got my bodybuilder Stan. Now I've got the Wild Woman Jeff to the right of him. So I was able to knock out the second card there. That's awesome. We've got, again, the knocking out that second card was pretty huge. I'm just going to Wild Woman Jeff and just try to get as many cards out in front of him as I can. And there you go. I was able to knock him out. Knocking out that second card was huge. And for the rest of my guild here that hasn't hit American Dad yet, you can see that Pop Brownie Klaus is really a key fundamental combination to their defense here. So I'm going up here against Forsetti. They've got Steve Areno, so I just went Pop Brownie Klaus. Bodybuilder Stan against a natural country club Stan. That could be dangerous. Wild Woman Jeff. I'm just going to try to string together motivates here. They got a Max Jets natural combo. Could be in trouble here. But there you go. I was able to knock out the second card and get away with the victory. So I'll take it. Let's see. Next up, we're going up against Auric 5000 again. I know he's got the Pot Brownie class. I don't have any options here. I've got to go Wild Woman Jeff because that's all I was dealt. So I'm just going to Wild Woman Jeff it all the way out and just see if I can out-motivate them. They still had the anchor card Klaus that is... finally, I was able to knock it out. So then I put the bodybuilder stand down with the Wild Woman Jeff on either side to really try to crank up the attack there on bodybuilder stand. I got 2 Wild Woman Jeffs out in front. This is a third one, and this should take care of business here. And finally was able to knock out the Pot Brownie Klaus defense there. Let's see, 2 more matches to go here. Right now I'm 7-1. We're gonna try to go 9-1 if we can. Pot Brownie Klaus. I'm just gonna match it with a Pot Brownie Klaus. I don't want to sit there and feed him. This time I don't have much of a choice but to go with Bodybuilder Stan. Now they've got Laser Tag Stan up there, which is interesting. But I'm just going to keep throwing Wild Woman Jeffs up and Bodybuilder Stans. If you can alternate Wild Woman Jeff and Bodybuilder Stans, that's a pretty dangerous combination there because your Bodybuilder Stan can, the motivate plus the craze can help him get his attack up really quickly. You can see I got my third card knocked out there, but I was able to replace it with another Wild Woman Jeff. They didn't really do any damage to me. They're down to 30 damage, and I think this will do it here. So that's on the right track. Only lost 1 so far. This is the last match. I'm 8-1. We'll see if I can go 9-1. Let's see. Going up against Packet, I guess. I'm just going to go with Bodybuilder Stan. They led with an item card. Another item card, so Wild Woman Jeff to motivate that Bodybuilder Stan. Just another Wild Woman Jeff. And I'm just going to keep stacking the Wild Woman Jeffs with crazed cards in between because it's really just going to start to knock out their cards. They ran a Wild Woman Jeff string there, and they were able to knock out my middle card, but I had them flanked on each side, so was able to pull out the win there. Was able to go 9-1. You can see that the Ninja Dolphin squad, their primary defense is going Pot Brownie Klaus. So for those of you in Mega LOL Mart that have not gone off and tried to attack the American Dad Island yet, that's what you have to look forward to are those Pot Brownie Klauses. So try to build your deck accordingly. I hope you enjoyed this episode, this siege, and this is your Weatherman signing off.